for another installment of the Lucia Capital Group weekly video. The Census Bureau tells us that the vast majority of one-person businesses right now in the U.S. are sole proprietorships. And if the so-called gig economy continues to grow, it could be a good bet that that number could even go higher. So if you're a sole proprietor and you have no employees, here are some options for saving for retirement and a brief explanation of how they work. Now, first, a SEP IRA, or Simplified Employee Pension. Now, these can potentially work really well if you're a sole proprietor. The SEP has low startup and operating costs, and you can even wait to set it up until you actually file your taxes, meaning you might be able to set one up right now for 2019. That's if you're on extension. If not, you can still do one for 2020. You can put away as much as roughly 20% of your net self-employed earnings, up to a maximum of $57,000 for 2020. That was a little lower, $56,000 last year for 2019. Now keep in mind that a SEP IRA may be better if you're a one-person show and plan to keep it that way. But if you do have employees or plan to have them in the future, you may eventually have to make contributions for them as well. It could also create some issues for those of you who want to do what's called the backdoor Roth IRA. Another option over the SEP would be for you to do a solo 401k. This works for your small business pretty much the same way it would work for a big corporation. It's simply a 401k plan that you set up for yourself. So for 2020, you can contribute as much as $19,500 as elective deferrals, and then if you're age 50 or older this year, you could add another $6,000 as part of the catch-up provision. Now with the solo 401k, you can also make what are known as profit-sharing contributions. Now these are very similar to the SEP contribution, which you can combine with the elective deferrals up to the maximum of $57,000 plus any catch-up contribution if you're old enough. A solo 401k may be really attractive to anyone who's looking to save a bunch of money for retirement, more than a SEP would allow, but still you want that added flexibility to save less during the years when business may not be so well. Then there's the defined benefit plan. You've heard of a pension, right? Well, that's exactly what a defined benefit plan is. As a self-employed individual, you can set up your own pension that's designed to give you a steady income in retirement. This type of plan is often better for people who are older, have high incomes, and who want to save a lot for retirement on an ongoing basis, more than the $57,000 maximum for the other types of plans we discussed. Being able to save a lot, that's a nice upside. The downside? Defined benefit plans are more expensive than the SEP, as well as an IRA or even the 401k. They usually require some annual administrative work, and you also have to commit to funding a certain amount each year. So if you go this route, make sure that you follow all the rules. Now, sole proprietors have some advantages over businesses with employees to take care of. If you're in that situation, it's important to know all your options. This is just one of the many ways that we here at Lucia Capital Group can help you out. Just give us a call.